Hi, I'm Chad, and you're watching Squarebody Stuff. Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Old Texas enjoying the cool concrete because it's beginning to feel a little bit more like spring around here in the southern Ozarks of Missouri. Actually don't have Squeaky in the shop right now. That's kind of impressive maybe for some of you because we're not going to be doing any work on him. I have been doing some work on him. Haven't really been filming a whole lot of it. Just trying to get some loose ends tied up, some things done on him for the Tailgate ThrowDown. Now the Tailgate ThrowDown is an event that we're putting on. Myself, Ryan Wing from Streetcar Chronicles. We've got Dave Elmore. We've got a few other guys. We've got a whole list of sponsors. I don't have a list in front of me to read them off to you, but we have a whole list of sponsors for this truck-only drag race event in Newport, Arkansas on April 27th. Now, it just kind of started out as me, Ryan, and Dave wanting to get together and race our trucks, just play around. Then we started inviting some other people, and then they started inviting, it just snowballed to now we've got a full-blown event going on. Ryan keeps telling me that I'm an event promoter, and I don't understand that, but that's what's happening. It's cool. So what we got going on in this video is I'm going to kind of touch base on some of the stuff I've got done with Squeaky since the last time I put a video out, and some updates on where we're going with this event or what we got going on. The wind blew my door shut. And also, because I got shanghaied, or I think Captain Morgan and Ryan had something to do with talking me into building trophies for the Tailgate Throwdown. So I've been gathering up some parts out of my scrap bins, junk piles, and all that stuff out in the barn and on the shelves and just here, there, and everywhere to gather up some stuff to make some trophies out of. Before we go any further, I'm going to say we've got 5 classes. We have mini street, full-size street, stick shift class, 20 at 10.5, stock suspension, and outlaw, which outlaw is anything. If you have an all-wheel drive, if you have 4-leak or ladder bar or any type of big tire, it's run what you got. We've got the rules and everything posted on our Facebook group page, so go there if you want to see all the rules. If I can remember, I'll put a list of the rules in the description here in this video. But so I've got to come up with at least 5 trophies. So far, all I've really got got my head wrapped around is making this trophy for the stick shift class. This is what I've got going on with it. Got to clean everything up, obviously, make it look nice. Hopefully, I might be winning this back. Now, I'm going to put Squeaky in the full-size street and the stick shift class. Now, the full-size street has got to be the full exhaust, at least past the back of the cab. It's got to be street legal trim where you've driven it on the road, and no power adder. So I'm going to have to cap my nitrous bottle so no one thinks I'm cheating and using my nitrous. Now, stick shift class, it's I can run my extensions, my header extensions, but you can kind of see them over there. I got them ready to go. And I can run nitrous. I can run just full race, I guess you could call it. So I'm going to be trying to run in 2 different classes. Hopefully I'm going to have some help to get everything switched over in between classes and plenty of time in between classes to do that, along with trying to help run the event. So I'm going to have my plate full at this thing, but hopefully I'll win this trophy back because this clutch plate is one that I run in my crew cab buddy for, actually I've had it in 2 different trucks, but I won a lot of truck pulls with this clutch. I've done a lot of work with this clutch. I abused the crap out of this clutch, and it's kind of sentimental, but if I could put a trophy together and someone else can have it and display it and enjoy it, then I'm willing to donate that. Also, it's looking like I've kind of got a chance to maybe even win it back. I don't know. All right, so I want to catch you up on some of the stuff I've got done on Squeaky since the last video. The last video I think was I rebuilt the oil, or built the oil pan, tried to get my oil leaks fixed, and I thought at that point, at the end of the video, I thought it was done. I thought got all of the oil leaks solved, but I didn't. The next day after I drove it to town a couple times, it still had a drip, a pretty considerable drip, and it ended up being the rear main seal also. It was on top of the oil pan leak. So yeah, out of frustration, a little bit or a lot of frustration, I thought I'm not going to worry about videoing that. I'm not trying to hide anything from anybody. I just wanted to get in there, get it fixed, and be done with it. Hopefully, you know, I was hoping that that would actually fix it. Hope there wasn't some other underlying problem with the rear main that I didn't know about. But so far, I've driven them several times to town and back, and no more oil leaks from the engine. And I've also mentioned before, I had some leaks from the transmission because when I was doing the work on the transmission, doing some just playing around, trying some different things, and I put the top back on. I didn't get it sealed up very good, so the transmission, it leaked around the top cover. I did get that fixed. I got just a little clip of me putting it back together. I actually put a real gasket in there. Got that fixed up, so hopefully I won't have any more puddles underneath the truck or little drips underneath the truck from anywhere from now on, well, at least for a little while. I'm sure there's going to be something. I do know my power steering system has a little drip every now and again, but it's not going to hurt anything at the track. I don't want to have any drips at the track, that's for sure. So we got that fixed up. I've got a list over there on the whiteboard. This is a few of the things I've been trying to knock out. I've got, like I said, I got the oil pan done, got the transmission done, I've got the tires done. Now the tire situation I had going on with old Squeaky for the drag strip, I had these 29 1150 Hoosier QuickTime Pros. I got them secondhand. I've run them for what, I guess 3 years now. I don't know how many passes I've got on. They work really well with the truck, but trying to find tires and everything that I wanted to run on the truck, the 28-10-5s, these are what I settled on. The price, availability and all that kind of stuff, that's what I went with. And for some reason, if I wanted to go put the truck into a 28-10-5 class, I know it's not fast enough to beat anybody, but you never know. I mean, I might do some dredge racing with some guys, and I don't want them to have any excuses. Well, he beat me because he's got a bigger tire. Well, I'm gonna have a small tire. They're just gonna have to put up with the fact that they got beat by a 339, a stroked 305, and a granny low 4-speed with the 14-bolt rear end. Yeah, so that's part of the reason why I went with them. But I think they're going to work out great. They're the CO7 compound. Got them mounted up on the wheels already, and I added the screws because I have had these QuickTime Pros. I've had them slip on the wheels before, so I got the screws. I got a template, and I've got the screws on both sides of the wheels. So anyhow, got some new tires for the back. Front tires are great. They're a little old, but they're not showing any cracks. That was another thing with these QuickTimes. They were starting to show some cracks around there. I myself felt fairly safe with them, but I don't want to be that guy. You know, I'm one of the promoters of this event, and I didn't want to be that guy that showed up and had a tire come apart at my own event. So we got new tires. We should be good there. What else is on my list? Okay, we got fuel line and radiator. That's the only two things I got on my list that I need to cross off. Fuel line, I got to run. Yeah, the whole situation with the fuel line is, you can go back and look at the video where I moved my fuel tank. So I mounted the factory fuel tank back here. I didn't like the little fuel tank that I had to put back here. So this is what I've come up with. But for right now, I've just got a bunch of this rubber line going from the tank to the factory line down on the frame, and that's not good. That's not going to pass tech. So I've got some AN line I'm going to run from the tank. I've got some fittings, to compression fittings to mount to the tank, to the sending unit, and also on the other end, actually on the other end I don't need to do anything because it'll be hooked directly to the fuel pump. I'm going to run AN line down the frame rail on the outside. It'll also keep it out of the way of my bell housing or clutch. If I have a failure there, you know, it could hit the factory fuel line and cause problems. So that's the reason why I'm doing the fuel line. Radiator, I'm not really sure if I really want to swap radiators with Cream Puff, because he's got a nice aluminum radiator which is a lot lighter than the radiator that's in this truck. Both of them work fine. Not having any issues with cooling with Squeaky, but just the weight savings. And I'm going to be draining them anyways and putting in some of the non-glycol coolant. This stuff here, I've got some of the non-glycol racing coolant, some distilled water. I couldn't find any deionized water, deionized, however you want to pronounce it. So I've got to do that anyways. So I'm going to have his coolant system drained. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to swap radiators or not before the throwdown. I do want to do that eventually, but I figure this would be as good a time as any. I'm going to have this system drained and flushed out. Yeah, I don't know. Just a lot of rambling, a lot of catching up on with what I got going on. So I'm going to try to get something figured out on this stick shift class trophy, and maybe that's what I'll do this video about. I don't know. It's just haven't been feeling real creative on making videos, and yeah, just feeling a little stress on getting this whole tailgate throwdown thing set up and going. That one was quick and easy as far as this main part. Now I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as far as color. I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this, the base of it, natural and clear coat it, something like that. I don't know, but this is the basic of the trophy for stick shift class. All right, so this video has jumped around, well, maybe not jumped around, jumped forward. In the middle of filming the prior part of this video up to now, we were getting ready for the tailgate throwdown, which we're still getting ready for, because actually today, this is Friday the 26th, we were supposed to actually be down there, but the weather has changed our minds, so we've had to postpone it. We're in the middle of coming up with a rain out date. We've got 2 dates posted on a poll on the Facebook group page, so go check that out if you're interested in going and you want to have your say in what the makeup date is. Go over there. I think the dates are May 31st, June 1st, that weekend, and then the first weekend in September. So go check out those 2 dates, pick out which one you like. But in the meantime, I was able to just get a few other things done on old Squeaky. I got the trophies done. So yeah, I just kind of been playing catch up, getting some little things done on the truck while we were kind of waiting to see what was going on with the weather. And so yeah, I just kind of quit filming anything, and yeah, I'm picking back up now. So here we go. All right, excuse the mess on the rest of the table, but I do have the trophies all done. This will be for mini street, full size street, stick shift, small tire, and outlaw. Yeah, these were all handmade by me. You've seen me, I think I made this one in the earlier part of the video. But yeah, I got these all put together. They're clear coated things. It's all welded. Well, the nameplates are some of this chrome with the 3M sticky back. It's like the for the trim, you know, you put on the bottom of your pickup truck. I ended up with a whole pile of it, just from a auto body shop. So yeah, I thought it'd be neat to make that. Put stickers on there, engrave the name of the class. Nothing real special about the parts on this. This one is pretty special because this is all the piston rod, timing chain, sprocket, and rocker arms out of the original 305, which the original way the 305 was. These are all parts out of the original 305. I think I mentioned earlier that this clutch disc is out of Buddy. Actually, I had it in 2 different trucks. I think 3 or 4 different engines. So that clutch plate's got kind of a special meaning to me. So hopefully I can win that back. But anyhow, the rest of these are just kind of junk parts that I had laying around. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy those. And I hope whoever wins them enjoys them too. They're not just some cheap plastic thing that we bought somewhere. They're made with all the love in my heart. What we've got done with Squeaky is I've got the radiator changed out. This is the radiator that I put in Cream Puff, but it's a lot lighter, so I want to put it in the race truck and hopefully save a little bit more weight. I've got it wrote down on the whiteboard the weight difference between the 3-core brass radiator, brass radiator that was in there. It's a factory type big block radiator. Actually, we have a 3-core radiator anyway. So the weight difference between those is the stock one was 26 pounds and the aluminum one is 13.5 pounds. So that's 12.5 pounds. And if you remember back when I changed the starter out, swapped the starters between the 2 trucks, because this one's now got the factory style permanent magnet geared reduction little mini starter from like a 96 or 7 Vortec 350. We saved over, I think it was around 10 pounds there, so 12 pounds here. We're saved probably close to 25 pounds just by changing the starter and radiator. It's a little bit, but it helps. I need to lose about 25 pounds myself. But anyways, it's easier for me to get weight off the truck than it is myself right now. The other thing I got done, I've got the passenger side is all ready for race mode. I just decided I'm gonna put him in race mode and hopefully be able to get to the track next weekend, my local track, just to do some test and tuning. Hopefully meet some guys there from that we're going to be going to the Tailgate ThrowDown. 2810.5s work out pretty good. They don't look a whole lot different once they're on the truck than the 29 1150s, but yeah. So I'm going to end this video off because I'm going to kind of start fresh on the next video on the fuel line. That's about the only thing I really got left on Squeaky is doing the whole fuel line, but we're going to do that in a whole nother video. This video is just to kind of keep you in the loop on what's going on with the Tailgate ThrowDown. So yeah, we're done. Till next time, y'all keep your square bodies rolling. We'll catch you later.